Before proving the conservation laws, we will have to clear about the conservative force as well as Taylor's theorem, because these two parameters, that is conservative force and Taylor theorem, will be used in the derivation of the conservation laws. So, first of all, we will define conservative force. So, you know that conservative force is the force when the work done by this force is independent of the path followed by it or depend on the initial and final position of the body. So, let a body is moving from A to B. This point is A, starting point, and B is final point. If the force is conservative, then the work done on moving the particle from point A to B is independent of path. It moves like this, from this path or from this path or from this path. Path does not matter in case of conservative force, or we can say that the work done by the conservative force depend on the initial and final position. It does not depend upon the path. So, this type of force is called conservative force. If we use the mathematical formulae for conservative force, then we have to use the derivative forms of conservative of the force. So, you know that the derivatives, what are derivatives? Derivative is nothing, it is d r of any quantity f is a derivative. We may write this derivative as ddr and f. ddr is different or separate parameter and f is separate. So, we may call it as it is the product of two variables or two functions. First one is ddr, second one is f. So, in vector form it may be written as ddr and f. So, it is the multiplication of two terms or two parameters, multiplication. So, first term, this one, it is called operator and second is called function. So, there is operator and second one is function. So, we can say that derivative of any quantity is the product of operator and its function. If this operator ddr, this is vector quantity, and this function may be vector or may be scalar, then this operator is called delta operator. So, this may be written as ddr, may be written as del vector. It is called delta operator, where this reverse triangle is called delta operator, and this f is called function, and the multiplication of two, it may be dot multiplication or it may be cross multiplication. So, for the multiplication we may write this derivative as del dot f. Either it is dot here and this is called divergence. Del dot is called divergence of force, and del cross f, because both are vectors and the product of two vectors is either dot product or cross product. It is of two types in case of vectors. So, del cross, if it is del cross, then it is called curl of force. So, this one is curl. So, this is divergence, it is curl. but there is mathematically it is different. There is no main difference is there, but physically there is much difference, very much difference. So del dot is called divergence and del cross is called curl. If this force, this is force or vector quantity, if it is scalar quantity, let it be energy u, then this del vector is written as del u. There is no any dot or cross because this is vector, is scalar. So we can multiply vector with a scalar without any dot or cross. So this is called gradient. Gradient. So we can say that the derivative of any quantity is of three types. Derivative. First one, del dot is called divergence, del cross is called curl, and del only of u is called gradient. So it is called gradient of u. So there are three types of derivative functions or derivatives. When we study this conservative force, then the mathematical definition of conservative force is that the curl of this force, which is conservative in nature, is always 0. So this is mathematical or differential form of conservative force. If the force is conservative, then it is sure that the curl of that force is always 0. Or secondly, we can say that or the force is said to be conservative if it is derived from gradient of any scalar function. Third one, this is second. So in case of third one, if we do the gradient of any scalar function, that is energy, then we will get force. So the force which is produced from a scalar quantity u by taking its gradient, then this force is always conservative in nature. So these are two definitions of conservative force. So what are these two conditions? The curl of that force is 0 and the force which is conservative is always negative gradient of any scalar function, that is energy, because we know that energy is scalar quantity. So both these conditions are valid for conservative force. So we will do some numerical on this basis. Write down. The first numerical is, show that the force F is equal to yz into I cap plus xz into j cap plus xy into k cap. Let it is an expression for force. So we have to prove that or show that this force is conservative. This force is conservative in nature. So how we can prove it? We will prove it by using the first condition. We know the force is conservative if its curl is 0. So if this condition is satisfied by this force, then it is proved that this force is conservative. So curl of F. So curl is nothing. Curl is just cross product of these two vectors. So we know that the cross product is, that is, it can be solved by the determinants I, j and k, and 3 components of first vector and then 3 components of second vector. So what are 3 components of first vector? We know that first vector. So what is first vector? First vector is nothing, it is ddr. Okay, I have already written ddr. If we split this del in 3 components, then it will become d dx, d dy and d dz. These are x, y or z. And 3 components of f, f means fx, fy, fz. So, this is curl of any vector, that is curl means just like as it is not any other quantity, it is just cross product of 2 vectors. So, here this is I, j, k and d dx, d dy, d dz, and fx means x component, that is yz, second one is xz and third one is xy. Okay. Now, we will solve this determinant. You know that it can be solved by like this, that is I into this dd, this is x y. Now, I see this one d dy of x y, this one, and minus d dz of xz. Okay, I then minus j into this one is cancelled out, and this one d dx of xy minus this one d dz of yz, and third one is plus k, and this one is into d dx of this xz and minus d dy of yz. These are 3 parameters. So, when we solve it, we will get I into the derivative of xy with y, that is x is common and dy upon y is 1. So, it is x minus x, okay, minus j into derivative of xy upon with respect to x. So, dx by dx1, y is common. So, y minus y, and similarly z into this is z, because z is common, dx1 dx is 1, and minus again z is common, dy 1 dy. So, it is 0 0 and 0 0 I plus 0 j and minus 0 j and minus plus 0 k. So, it is again 0. So, del of this vector comes out is 0, comes out 0. So, we can say that this force is conservative in nature. So, we can prove such numericals by using this formula, that is curl of f or cross product of del operator, and the force is always 0. This is conservative force. So, you can do more numericals. Thank you very much.